I wish Nissan was here.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna pour these into the bowl. Pour that in.
Thank you.
Need a whisk.
Can
Okay.
it's done. Can we use your help?
Oh, you ready for me?
Yeah, we just needed to.
Wait, we have to beat it first.
Wait, no, we don't then.
We're gonna mash beets with an.
Take this off the stove so it doesn't cook. Turn it off. And mash. I probably should have put this in bigger pieces. The beet smells like potatoes.
Kind of.
Probably part of the potato family.
I'll find some place stuff. New lighting it is. Perfect. But this one's really close by. Great ratings too. So let's go eat.
What's the rush?
I thought you were hungry.
I am.
Puree.
Come on. Come on.
Sorry, it's false.
Are they not tender enough?
Your pets need year-round protection.
We're supposed to cook till tender.
Fortunately, they cost
No,
a
they're
lot
not tender
less.
enough.
At 1-800
Okay.
Darn it.
and they're delivered free.
Well, at least we have the ringing part done.
100% satisfaction guarantee. For fast service, free shipping, and big savings.
These have to go back on.
Order online
Yeah, these
from
have to go back on.
1-800-PetNet, America's largest pet pharmacy.
Darn it. Stupid. Due to Poland's fail, having to go to bed because he stayed up all last night, we in Belarus had some technical difficulties with mashing, so we ended up having to strain it. It was not really working all that well.
Very messy. Be careful. Use a food processor if you have one.
Yeah, we tried using that, but they weren't soft enough. And we tried to use what she was using, and she's having to put it back on for longer.
If you spill, make sure to wipe up immediately as it will stain.
There's some on the wall.
Right. It will stain anything and everything, especially clothes.
So don't wear anything that you really love if you're going to try and be cooking borscht. Beets are very stainable things. In fact, Poland wanted to use it as dye for a shirt. Sure. Is it mashing, sort of?
Better than before.
Yes, and you have to keep this on the liquid hot at all times, because borscht can spoil easily once you start cooking it. Especially since there's eggs in it.
It's still warm.
Yes.
Because we can get a heating pad.
Yeah, it's still very warm.
If not, we can
It burns my fingers if it's warm. Oh, and don't cook borscht on a time, because if you have to do something, things like this happen. And the beets aren't really ever pureed, and so chunky borscht isn't terrible. It's normally just shredded because it's a very shreddable food. I'm gonna turn this off, and when something happens, we'll continue. We're doing chunky borscht. Yeah. So we're gonna pour in the liquid. Belarus, would you do the honors, please? Because we don't really have the means to mash the pieces of beets, because I cut them way too small, we are going to do a chunkier borscht, and we hope it doesn't turn out horrible, but I guess as Russia says, you can't make shit worse. But I don't think borscht is that bad. And then you cook it for another 40 minutes. Okay. Belarus, will you set the timer? And you have to keep whisking it. Don't stop whisking it. Because, yeah. Ha! I'm still alive. Added more sugar, salt, and we added some dill, and we're supposed to be mixing it until it's creamy. And now Belarus is gonna try some of our
Smells like mashed potatoes.
creation. Just tell us how it's tasting so far. Do you like it?
It's not bad. Want to try some? Blow. I'll hold that.
It tastes like sour cream with mashed potatoes. It does. That's just.
Tastes okay.
I like this. This is. Yeah, I only ever cooked borscht for Russia. I never actually ate it.
So it's not that bad. Probably could be a little something, or I don't know quite what.
Well, we also didn't.
It's very lemony.
Here, Belarus.
Yeah. I don't want to be.
I'm gonna be brave. I'm going to venture into the great unknown.
Go. Don't come back.
Thanks. Well, I can tell why it's supposed to be mashed. We're gonna try and mash it later, but really, this is basically the end of our cooking show. Russia, everybody, thanks for watching, because Poland says he's putting this up on YouTube. We wish Poland was awake to help us with this. We'll probably be waking him up in a bit. It probably has some more. You're supposed to cook it for at least 40 more minutes, but
Till creamy.
But it says till creamy, so that can be anywhere between 10 to 40 minutes. Because ours is looking pretty creamy already.
I want to take some of this. So if you take a little bit and you blow on it till it's cool, and you take a sip, it tastes like tomato soup. And that's without the beets all mashed up properly. So it's like Russian tomato soup. Interesting.